Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the most important NPCs that you need to know if you just joined 2nd C and you're a beginner. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so the first guy is called the Cyborg. He's behind the factory and in one of the little windows on the top of the factory. He's right behind it. Not that hard to find. But this guy sells you the lantern boat for a total of 1,500 fragments. It has a total of 2,500 HP and cost 5,000 belly to spawn in. It's good for defeating sea beasts, hanging around with friends, and the details and effects are super cool that go with it. Alright, let's move on to the next guy. The next guy is called the Sabi NPC. He sells you a secret fighting style, as you can see right here. It's called Dragon Breath. It costs a total of 1,500 fragments, and it's an overall good fighting style for 2nd season you just joined. You can find it in one of these holes on this bridge right here. Alright, next guy. The next NPC is called the Tour NPC. And when you walk to this guy, which is located inside the cafe, he's next to these chairs and on his laptop. He can randomly change your race for a total of 3,000 fragments. So if you want to get your hands on a specific race, I would suggest talking to this guy right here. Although you can spend Robux for it inside the shop, I don't suggest doing that because in my opinion it's a waste of money. But alright, let's move on to the next guy. The next NPC is the Blocks Roots Gacha. He's right behind the cafe right here. There's not too much with it, but you can roll a random fruit. You can get mythic, rare, common, all that type of stuff. You should know this already, but it's good to know for people who don't know where he is and just joined 2nd C. Alright, that was a quick one. Let's move on to the next guy. The next NPC is the Bounty and Honor Expert. He's located right next to Tor. This guy basically tells you how much bounty or honor you have and the buffs that come with it. The more bounty or honor you have, the stronger you are. But the less bounty or honor you have, the less stronger you are. It's good to know for people who are bounty hunters. That was a quick one. Let's move on to the next. The next quest is the Bartillo NPC, and you can find him right over here. He sells you a quest, and if you don't complete this quest, you can't upgrade your race to V2. And without V2, you can't get V3 or V4. So if you want to get better at the game, you have to complete this quest. But the good thing is, this quest isn't too hard, so anybody could complete it. Alright, that was another quick one. Let's move on to the next guy. The next NPC is the Nerd NPC. When you wear a certain accessory, this guy tells you the buffs and defects on your accessory. This one deals 35% faster run speed, 500 energy, 10% in 2.5% on NPC's life leech on melee attacks. It's pretty good. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the next NPC is called the Plokester NPC. He's located in between this bridge of the two big islands. Let's go to him real quick. And basically what this guy does is he refunds all your stat points for a total of 2,500 fragments. So you can choose where you want all your stat points to specifically go. Let's move on to the next guy. Alright, so the next step, we're going to be moving on to the green zone. This NPC has, in my opinion, the most importance here. He's called the Alchemist. He'll give you a quest when you talk to him to collect a bunch of different flowers, and once you complete it, you'll get your race upgraded to V2. Let's move on to the next NPC. Now for the next NPC, we're going to be moving on to the Hot and Cold Islands. The NPC we're going to be reviewing here is called the Arithmetic NPC. This is the guy who sells you the microchip for raids. Now with the new update Blocks Roots added recently, they changed position of some NPCs. So instead of the guy being all the way at the top of the castle over here, he's going to be right at the bottom over here. Talk to him. You're going to have to be able to buy a microchip for a total of 1,000 fragments. No refunds. The next NPC we're going to be reviewing is called the Mysterious Scientist, and he's going to be located on the cold side of the Hot and Cold Islands. Before getting to him though, we're gonna have to put in a code. The code's gonna be red, blue, green, blue. While putting in the code, you can equip any fruits, swords, guns, or fighting styles. Now once you put in the correct code, this hatch is gonna open. You're gonna have to go up this flight of ramps. It's pretty long. It's honestly surprising. But once you get to the top, there's gonna be this green place, and the NPC's over here. This is where you buy raids basically, and in order to buy a raid, you can spend 100,000 belly, or you can trade a physical fruit that's worth that much. Although if you buy a raid with money, or as we say belly, then there's a 2-hour cooldown. So if you want to grind raids, I would suggest collecting mid-tier fruits so you can constantly trade them in, so you can do multiple raids without any cooldown. Alright guys, that'll be it for the video. Thanks for watching. Smash that subscribe button. Comment down if you like this video. If you want more tutorials or videos like these, or new suggestions for videos that I could make. Alright, peace.